we got an email here. Let's go to the email question here. Gentleman was pulled over. Who is this? James. Yep, James. Here we go. I was pulled over last night and went to jail for marijuana possession, a .9 or .09 blood alcohol DUI, and an open container. I just turned 19 and I'm severely worried about going to jail. I could not make it in jail. What can be the outcome of all of this? And it is James. My goodness, buddy. Tell you what, we got a lot to unpack. I'll let you run. Go, do the best you can.
Well, there's several issues there. First of all, James is under 21 years of age.
Yes, first thing I saw. Yeah.
Different perspective here, because now we're looking at a .02, not a .08 as a minimum limit of liability.
So if you're underage, it's one drink basically.
Correct.
Yeah.
It may be even less than one drink.
Yeah.
Correct. Like one shot would be enough to take that above that level. So at .02, that's and he blew a .09.
09, which is above even the standard legal limit.
Correct.
Yeah.
So he's well above. So that's a valid DUI. Now the second issue is that we've got a possession of marijuana.
Yeah.
So marijuana second, which is normally what that would be. That's a separate charge.
Right.
So you got a weed charge and the alcohol charge, but you also, it's what they call a combined influence. It could be shown that there's combined, marijuana will stay in your system for 30 days or well beyond that.
Right.
So there's a good chance if James took any tests, marijuana's going to be in his system too.
Yeah.
So now you got a double whammy there.
So if he'd have done like Tiger and had if he had taken the urinalysis or taken the blood test.
Well,
and we don't know from the email question whether he did that.
Well, that's true. We know he took the urine. We know he took the breath test.
At least
because we got the .09. But whether we don't know about the blood test if he took one or not. But he was in possession, and possession is a separate charge than having it in your system.
Yeah.
So he's got both those charges. So he's looking at his age. He's looking at a license suspension up to 1 year.
Yeah. And then you throw in an open container just for kicks and giggles.
Now your
right?
open container, that's going to be an additional charge, but he's looking at alcohol classes, and listen, all this is going to run $10,000 to $15,000. It's a lot of money, For a 19-year-old, that's a lot of money, obviously.
Well, and
he's going to license suspension for 1 year. He's going to do alcohol classes. He's going to have interlock put on the car. He's going to have a lot of things to do for the next 6 months. So it's going to be a big issue.
Well, James, next week you need to get in and talk with an attorney like Robert. We don't know if this happened in Alabama or if it happened here, but either way, you need to get in and talk with a DUI attorney, somebody who specializes or concentrates their practice in DUIs, because that's your most serious charge that you got right there.
And let me point out this also. There's two issues here. There's the criminal issue,
right,
and there's the issue on the driver's license, which is separate. And you only got 10 days to stipulate to the state that you would like to have a hearing on that to try to stay and stop any kind of license suspension. So that 10-day rule, you need to get on that right away.
Yeah, so
you need to have a lawyer get involved.
Yeah, and you have to, and really you do have to have a lawyer to get that, because it's so complicated. If you miss the deadline by a day, you have an automatic license suspension, James. So
that could be 1 year at his age.
Wow, wow. So James, please don't delay.